Have you ever felt like you're merely a stepping stone, a ladder for someone else to climb their ambitions? Identifying insincere relationships can be challenging, especially when we're inclined to see the best in people. However, there are subtle signs and telltale words that reveal those who view us only as tools for their own goals. In today's episode, we'll delve into the realm of these manipulative behaviors, highlighting 7 key attitudes that scream, "I don't care about you, I'm just using you." It's time to expose the counterfeit friends in your life. Stay with us to learn more. And remember, if you're committed to fostering a positive environment and safeguarding your energy, hit that subscribe button. Learn how to recognize and distance yourself from these harmful influences. Mastering the art of navigating human nature requires both intuition and experience. As we journey through life, we meet a variety of personalities. Some enhance our lives, while others only cause distress. Spotting someone who's exploiting us might not be straightforward, but recognizing these behaviors is the first step toward asserting our value and setting healthy boundaries. On this journey to uncover true intentions and genuine relationships, it becomes clear that you deserve connections that are mutual and respectful. If this message strikes a chord with you, if you find value in our discussion, please subscribe. Together, we'll continue to explore the complexities of human interactions, deciphering patterns of behavior and the emotional landscapes that define them. Your support is crucial on this path of exploration and lifelong learning. Now let's examine the second signal: selective availability exploitation. In the complex realm of human relationships, selective availability often emerges as a glaring warning sign. This pattern is unmistakable when someone eagerly contacts you for favors or support, but becomes notably absent when you need them in return. Picture this scenario. You frequently find yourself in the role of a supporter, providing emotional comfort, offering favors, and dedicating your time. However, when you reach out for support, you're met with silence. Your messages go unanswered, your calls unreturned, or at best, they subtly shift the conversation away from your needs. It's a one-way relationship where your efforts vanish into a void. This behavior not only reflects a lack of consideration, but also a calculated disregard for your needs and feelings. Selective availability acts as a stark mirror, revealing that the person is around only when it benefits them. Such a lopsided dynamic can foster deep-seated disappointment and resentment. It compels us to question, are we truly in a reciprocal relationship, or am I merely a convenient asset for someone else's needs? In these moments, the significance of self-respect and self-worth becomes clear, prompting us to reassess our boundaries and evaluate if reciprocity and respect are truly central values in this relationship. Now, let's delve into the third signal: the absence of genuine personal interest. In the intricate web of interpersonal connections, a third red flag is the lack of detailed personal interest. True companions and genuine friends are characterized by their sincere curiosity about our lives, emotions, and experiences. They engage with our stories, share in our joys, and provide support through our struggles. In stark contrast are those whose interest appears purely functional or opportunistic. They seldom ask about your day, your feelings, or your dreams. Conversations tend to revolve around their lives and needs, or they stay on a superficial level, devoid of emotional depth or personal engagement. This detachment signifies that your voice and experiences only matter when they serve their specific interests. You are reduced to an audience for their narratives or a resource for their needs. A lack of curiosity and empathy indicates that your value to this person is contingent on what you can provide, not who you are. Though recognizing this can be painful, it is essential for self-reflection and maintaining your dignity. Reflect on this. Are we truly engaging in a balanced and authentic exchange, or am I just a supporting player in the drama of someone else's life? The absence of personal interest is a significant red flag, urging a re-evaluation of our connections to ensure we are valued and respected for our entire being. If you've resonated with this insight, you're clearly dedicated to personal growth. Comment seeking wisdom along with today's date as a commitment to your journey. Let's continue exploring together. Now let's address the fourth signal, guilt and manipulation dissected. Within the spectrum of human interactions, the fourth signal arises as a stark warning: the use of guilt as a tool for manipulation. This type of manipulation can take various forms, but at its heart, it involves coercing someone into acting according to the manipulator's desires. Imagine being subjected to subtle yet intense pressure to agree to requests or demands. Emotional manipulation becomes a crafty tool to achieve their objectives. Phrases like, "If you really cared, you would do this for me," or "I would do the same for you," are wielded like emotional weapons, exploiting your kindness and empathy. These manipulative tactics are pernicious, often cloaked as normal requests or obligations. They can make you question your own feelings and perceptions, leading you to wonder whether it's your duty to comply. This dangerous dynamic can gradually undermine your emotional integrity and self-esteem. Contrastingly, healthy relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and the freedom to express and meet individual needs without coercion or guilt. If you find yourself consistently manipulated by these strategies, it's crucial to reassess the relationship's viability and consider establishing more robust boundaries. Recognizing and confronting manipulation is a courageous step towards preserving your emotional health. It's an act of self-affirmation, claiming your right not to be manipulated or guilt-tripped into decisions. Now let's explore the fifth signal, the persistent lack of respect, in detail. In the complex web of interpersonal relationships, the fifth signal of dysfunction is the persistent lack of respect. Respect is fundamental and should flow both ways in any meaningful relationship. A true friend or genuine partner upholds this principle through actions that reflect mutual consideration and esteem. However, if someone consistently infringes on your boundaries, consider how they treat your time and plans. Frequent last-minute cancellations, chronic lateness, or outright no-shows are all behaviors that show disregard for you. They expect you to adapt to their schedule and whims, indicating a one-sided dynamic. This ongoing neglect of your needs and time clearly indicates that the person does not value the relationship as they should. Such behaviors manifest a pattern that underscores selfishness and disregard. While everyone can be selfish at times, the persistent nature of these actions, coupled with an absence of acknowledgement or change, marks the behavior of someone exploiting you. As we continue to dissect the nuances of human interactions, remember that self-awareness and assertiveness are vital shields against exploitation. Being conscious of these signs and knowing how to respond is essential. Recognizing the presence of a detrimental relationship is a crucial step in reassessing these connections and protecting your emotional and mental well-being. Now let's delve into the sixth signal, superficial bonding and its implications. Within the intricate landscape of human relationships, a sixth telling sign surfaces: superficial bonding. This signal is particularly insidious as it conceals the true essence of the relationship. Those who use others tend to shy away from forming deep, meaningful connections, resulting in interactions that seldom progress beyond trivial chatter. Their conversations avoid deeper, more personal subjects, keeping vulnerabilities and emotions tightly under wraps. This invisible barrier prevents the relationship from evolving into a deeper level of trust and camaraderie. Even after spending considerable time together, you might find that you don't truly know the person beyond a superficial front. Recognizing this shallow dynamic is crucial for maintaining your emotional health. It prompts you to assess the depth and value of your relationships critically. This realization begs the question, are we nurturing our time and energy in relationships that promote mutual growth, or are we merely holding on to a semblance of connection that fails to develop into something more profound? The awareness of a superficial bond guides us to make decisions that protect our peace of mind and seek out relationships that offer genuine reciprocity and depth. And now, let's explore the seventh signal: absence in crucial moments. As we navigate the nuances of human relationships, the seventh signal emerges with somber clarity: the absence during critical moments. The true strength of a relationship is often revealed not during tranquil times, but amidst life's storms. Consider the times of adversity, be it illness, personal loss, or intense stress. These are the moments that truly test the mettle of any relationship. Imagine facing such a challenge, expecting support and understanding from a friend or partner. Yet instead of the expected solidarity, you encounter absence. This may manifest as token expressions of sympathy or generic, impersonal reassurances that feel more obligatory than heartfelt. Such behavior, marked by a noticeable lack of emotional and physical support when it's most needed, is deeply concerning. It signals that the relationship might be disproportionately one-sided, with one party consistently investing emotionally while the other withdraws at critical times. The absence in crucial moments reflects the real nature of a relationship. It's not merely about physical absence, but also speaks to a lack of empathy, emotional detachment, and indifference. This deficiency not only erodes the emotional foundation of the relationship, but also prompts serious reflection on its value and the authenticity of the bond. Recognizing this reality can indeed be painful, but it is essential for safeguarding your dignity and emotional well-being. Confronting these truths pushes us to re-evaluate our relationships and consider the importance of fostering more equitable connections, where support and presence are mutually reciprocated. Eighth signal: conditional praise and constant criticism. In many relationships, the balance of support and critique can be a barometer for the relationship's health. A particular warning sign of an unbalanced relationship is when praise becomes conditional, tied not to the intrinsic qualities or achievements of a person, but rather to how well their actions serve another's interests. If compliments are only offered when you conform to someone else's expectations or desires, this conditional approval can be manipulative. It shifts the focus from genuine appreciation to a tool for influencing behavior, potentially warping the foundation on which mutual respect should stand. Criticism, while a normal part of any relationship, can become a tool for control when it is excessively and unnecessarily levied against one party. In unhealthy relationships, you might find that independent decisions, those that assert your autonomy and personal preferences, are met with disparaging comments or outright condemnation. This frequent and harsh criticism serves to undermine your self-esteem, making you more likely to second-guess your choices and rely on the approval of the person criticizing you. Over time, this can skew the power dynamic in favor of the critic, making the relationship increasingly one-sided. The constant oscillation between conditional praise and frequent criticism can severely impact your self-esteem and sense of independence. When praise is withheld unless you comply with specific demands, and criticism follows your independent actions, it sends a confusing message about your worth and capabilities. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and a diminished belief in your ability to make decisions. Over time, this pattern not only affects your relationship dynamics, but can also seep into other areas of your life, affecting your professional and social interactions. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards addressing them. If you find yourself in such a dynamic, it's important to communicate your feelings and observations with your partner, ideally in a safe and supportive environment. Seeking external support, such as counseling or talking to trusted friends or family, can also provide perspective and guidance. Focusing on rebuilding your self-esteem through personal achievements and independent decisions can help restore your confidence and balance in the relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship should make you feel secure, valued, and respected, both for your independent choices and your mutual endeavors. Ninth signal, overstepping boundaries. The persistent overstepping of personal boundaries is a glaring red flag in any relationship. Boundaries are essential as they define where one person ends and another begins, helping to maintain a sense of individuality and personal space. When these boundaries are repeatedly ignored, whether through intrusions of privacy, unauthorized decisions made on your behalf, or pressure to participate in unwelcome activities, it signifies a profound disrespect for your autonomy. This behavior not only undermines the trust necessary for a healthy relationship, but also impacts your ability to feel safe and respected within your own space. When someone consistently disregards your expressed limits and preferences, it can feel like a fundamental part of your identity is being eroded. This can lead to feelings of helplessness and a loss of control, as the lines that you've drawn to protect your emotional and physical well-being are crossed. The consequences of such disregard are not trivial. They can affect mental health, decrease self-esteem, and lead to a buildup of resentment and emotional distress. Over time, this pattern can transform an otherwise loving relationship into a source of constant tension and conflict. Effective communication is key to resolving issues related to boundary violations. It's important to clearly and assertively communicate your boundaries to your partner. This involves not only stating your limits, but also explaining the importance of these boundaries and the consequences of crossing them. Sometimes, people may not realize the impact of their actions, and a clear discussion might prompt a change in behavior. However, if the overstepping continues despite repeated discussions, it may be necessary to enforce stronger measures, such as seeking external support or reconsidering the relationship dynamics. For a relationship to thrive, there must be a mutual respect for each person's boundaries. This respect forms the foundation for trust and safety within the relationship. It's beneficial for both partners to regularly discuss their feelings and check in on each other's comfort levels with current dynamics. Engaging in such open dialogues can help prevent misunderstandings and ensure that both parties feel valued and understood. In relationships where boundaries are respected, individuals feel empowered and secure, leading to a healthier, more balanced connection. 10th signal, frequent power plays. Power plays in relationships often signal underlying issues of control and dominance, which can destabilize the partnership. When one person frequently attempts to dominate the relationship through unilateral decisions or by leveraging emotional or financial influence, it creates an imbalance that can be deeply harmful. These tactics might manifest in subtle ways, such as belittling the other person's achievements to maintain a feeling of superiority, or more overtly, through controlling behaviors that dictate how joint decisions are made. Such dynamics foster an environment where equality is undermined, and one partner may feel consistently marginalized. When one partner consistently exerts control over the other, it not only disrupts the balance of power, but also impacts the overall health of the relationship. This atmosphere of dominance can lead to feelings of dependency and inequality, where one partner may feel they have less say in the relationship's direction and decisions. This can erode trust and respect, which are foundational to any healthy relationship. Over time, this unequal balance can diminish a person's sense of self-worth and agency, making it difficult to feel secure or valued within the partnership. Addressing power plays requires open, honest communication and often a willingness to undergo significant changes in how the relationship functions. It involves both recognizing the behaviors that contribute to the imbalance and actively working to create a more equitable dynamic. This might include setting clear boundaries, redistributing responsibilities, or seeking professional help such as couples therapy. Therapy can be particularly effective in addressing power imbalances as it provides a neutral space to explore the dynamics of the relationship and develop healthier, more equitable ways of interacting. The goal in any healthy relationship should be to foster an environment of equality and mutual respect, where both partners feel valued and empowered. Achieving this balance means both individuals must have equal say in decisions and an equal share in the responsibilities and benefits of the partnership. Regularly checking in on each other's feelings and being open to feedback can also help maintain this balance. By actively working towards a relationship where power is shared, partners can create a more supportive, respectful, and enduring connection. 11th signal: withholding affection as punishment. Withholding affection or emotional support as a form of punishment is a manipulative tactic that can cause significant harm in relationships. When one partner routinely withdraws affection, refuses to communicate, or becomes emotionally distant as a means to exert control or express displeasure, it manipulates the emotional bond that is crucial to the relationship's health. This behavior exploits the innate human need for emotional connection and intimacy, turning it into a tool for punishment and manipulation. Such actions are not only harmful, but also indicative of a deeper dysfunction within the relationship dynamic. This method of manipulation can lead to severe emotional consequences for the person on the receiving end. Feelings of insecurity, abandonment, and unworthiness can surface when affection, the very sign of love and acceptance, is used as a bargaining chip. The unpredictability of emotional support undermines the foundation of trust and security in the relationship. Partners may find themselves walking on eggshells, fearful of triggering another withdrawal of affection, which leads to a cycle of anxiety and instability. Confronting and resolving the issue of emotional withholding involves direct communication about the hurtful impact of these behaviors. It's crucial for the affected partner to express how these actions affect their emotional well-being and the health of the relationship. Setting clear expectations for consistent and unconditional emotional support is key. In some cases, engaging with a therapist can provide a structured environment to explore these issues, offering both partners the tools to understand and improve their emotional interactions. Cultivating a relationship where emotional support and affection are given freely and consistently is essential for a healthy bond. Both partners should work towards creating an environment where communication is open and emotional needs are respected. Affection should never be used as a weapon, but rather as a steadfast element of the relationship. By fostering mutual respect, empathy, and understanding, partners can ensure that their emotional connection remains strong, supportive, and enriching, helping to sustain the relationship over time. Realizing the presence of troubling signs in a relationship is a critical first step. However, the true nature and future of these interactions are defined by how we respond to these discoveries. Especially in moments that demand support and solidarity, the absence of someone who ought to stand by our side can unveil a stark truth about the relationship. In these challenging times, the genuine depth and sincerity of a bond are rigorously tested. The evident lack of emotional commitment and support from someone who is using us starkly highlights these deficiencies. To cultivate healthier and more balanced relationships, establishing clear boundaries is crucial. Being able to say no is a fundamental component of any healthy relationship. When feeling pressured or uncomfortable, it's important to communicate your boundaries clearly and directly. Defining and steadfastly upholding what is acceptable to you is an act of self-respect and a means to preserve your emotional health. In scenarios where you feel exploited, open and honest communication is key. Address the issues calmly, clearly, and directly, sharing your feelings without making accusations. This can resolve misunderstandings and may even prompt the other person to reconsider and change their behavior. Seeking support to navigate the emotional complexities of an unbalanced relationship is also vital. Consulting trusted friends, family members, or a professional can provide a valuable outside perspective, as well as emotional support and guidance. Remember, every individual deserves respect and reciprocity in their relationships. Identifying and addressing situations where your needs are overlooked is crucial for enhancing your emotional well-being. Learning how to manage these challenges empowers you to build and maintain healthier, more rewarding relationships based on mutual respect, empathy, and effective communication. By recognizing the signs of unbalanced relationships and taking proactive steps, you take a crucial step in protecting yourself and fostering healthier, more fulfilling interactions. It's important to remember that your worth is not determined by how others treat you, but is inherent and reaffirmed by how you assert yourself in situations where respect or consideration is lacking. In our journey to discern true intentions and relationships, a fundamental understanding emerges. You deserve relationships that are reciprocal and respectful. If this message resonates with you and you find value in our discussions, I invite you to subscribe for more insights. Together, we'll continue to explore the complexities of human interactions, unraveling and better understanding the patterns of behavior and emotions that define our relationships. Your support is essential in this journey of discovery and ongoing learning. Remember, the key to healthier, more enriching relationships lies in recognizing, acting, and above all, respecting yourself and others.